The Lost Civilization Beneath the Sands. Secrets of the Sahara Before the Pharaohs. Before the mighty pyramids rose along the banks of the Nile, before hieroglyphs recorded the feats of pharaohs, there may have been a forgotten chapter of human civilization buried beneath the golden dunes of the Sahara Desert. This vast, arid expanse, today one of the most uninhabitable places on Earth, was once a green paradise teeming with life and potentially home to cultures that predate ancient Egypt. Recent archaeological discoveries, climate research, and anthropological studies are reshaping our understanding of prehistoric North Africa, suggesting that the Sahara may have once cradled a thriving civilization lost to time. In this documentary, we'll journey back over 10,000 years, exploring the evidence, the myths, the controversies, and the lingering mysteries of the people who may have walked these sands before the pharaohs ruled the Nile. The Sahara Desert wasn't always a desert. Between approximately 10,000 and 5,000 years ago, during what scientists call the African Humid Period or Green Sahara Period, the region experienced regular rainfall, lush vegetation, and an abundance of lakes and rivers. Satellite images and climate models, as well as ancient lakebed samples, show that what is now barren sand was once a landscape of savannas and grasslands. During this time, early humans lived, hunted, and may have built communities throughout the Sahara. Evidence of this is seen in ancient rock art, tools, and burial sites scattered across modern-day Libya, Algeria, Niger, and Chad. Perhaps the most stunning clue left behind by these ancient people is the vast array of rock art carved and painted on cave walls and boulders. In places like the Tassili in Algeria, thousands of figures depict animals that no longer live in the region – elephants, giraffes, hippos, and cattle. But more intriguingly, some scenes show what appear to be ceremonial dances, humanoid figures with strange bulbous heads, and what some fringe theorists interpret as evidence of ancient astronauts. While mainstream archaeologists attribute these images to shamanic rituals and symbolic art, the sophistication and scale of the work suggest a society with rich cultural and religious practices. In southern Libya, buried beneath centuries of sand, archaeologists have uncovered the remains of an advanced ancient society known as the Garamantes. Although they flourished much later than the Green Sahara, roughly 500 BCE to 700 AD, their origins may trace back to earlier Saharan cultures. The Garamantes built fortified cities, complex irrigation systems, fogara, and traded across the desert using camel caravans. Some scholars believe they may be descendants or inheritors of even earlier civilizations. Their use of underground water systems and urban planning suggests that advanced knowledge once thrived deep in the desert. Located in southern Egypt near the Nubian border, Nabta Playa is one of the most intriguing prehistoric archaeological sites in the Sahara. Dated to at least 6000 BCE, it contains megalithic structures, burial mounds, and what some researchers believe to be the world's oldest known astronomical alignment. Some stones at Nabta Playa are arranged in a way that aligns with the summer solstice and the rising of specific stars. These discoveries suggest not only ritualistic significance, but also a degree of astronomical and mathematical knowledge well before the rise of dynastic Egypt. As the African Humid Period came to an end around 5,000 years ago, the Sahara began to dry up. Lakes disappeared, vegetation died off, and human populations were forced to migrate. Many researchers believe this environmental collapse pushed Saharan communities eastward, where they joined or helped seed early settlements along the Nile. This theory proposes that the roots of ancient Egyptian civilization were fertilized by a great migration from the heart of the dying Sahara. Across the Sahara, including areas of Niger and Mali, researchers have discovered enigmatic megalithic structures that may predate similar constructions in Europe. One such site is the megalithic cemetery at Gabbero, which dates back to around 7700 BCE. These burial grounds contain skeletons with grave goods, showing complex burial customs and social structures. Such findings suggest a level of societal organization and cultural development that challenges traditional timelines of early civilization. Far from being isolated, ancient Saharan societies likely maintained long-distance trade and cultural exchanges. Obsidian tools, shells, and other artifacts indicate networks extending across the desert and possibly connecting to the Mediterranean, sub-Saharan Africa, and the Nile. Camel domestication later enhanced these routes, but early evidence shows that even Neolithic peoples managed significant overland movement. These connections hint at a broader story of interaction, innovation, and influence across Africa. Environmental catastrophe remains the primary reason for the disappearance of Saharan cultures. As monsoon patterns shifted and rainfall declined, the once fertile Sahara transformed into the desert we know today. The people who remained may have been absorbed into other groups or lost to history. Without written records, their stories survive only in scattered relics, oral traditions, and art. Yet their influence may live on in Egyptian mythologies and African folklore. Any discussion of ancient Sahara inevitably brings up fringe theories. Some claim the rock art shows alien visitors, advanced lost technologies, or even connections to Atlantis. While these ideas are largely rejected by mainstream scholars, they persist due to the region's mysterious nature and lack of clear records. Careful investigation is needed to separate genuine mystery from speculation. Modern technologies like satellite imaging, ground-penetrating radar, and drone surveys are now revealing buried structures, dried riverbeds, and ancient roads hidden beneath the Sahara. Projects led by the University of Cologne, University of Leicester, and National Geographic are reshaping what we thought we knew. The desert is slowly giving up its secrets, and with every discovery, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity, adaptability, and complexity of the people who once called it home. The story of the lost civilizations beneath the Sahara is still unfolding. Though sand has hidden their monuments and time has erased their names, their legacy endures in the art, bones, tools, and stars they left behind. As archaeologists continue to explore this vast and harsh terrain, we may find that the real cradle of civilization lies not just in the Nile Valley, but deep within the heart of what is now the world's greatest desert. Stay curious, stay questioning, and join us next time as we uncover more hidden chapters of our ancient past.